Imagine Malcolm Butler does not catch that interception. Imagine what everybody would be talking about now. Would everybody be talking about Tom Brady's suspension? I don't know. But because Pete Carroll and his offensive coordinator made a terrible call, now everyone's going ballistic. So I'm not really sure what everybody's going crazy about. So I just want to know why won't everybody just shut up about Malcolm Butler making a big time interception? Like, what if he dropped it? What if the Seahawks had made that catch? Then what? So this is frustrating. So I'm Tanner Clark signing off.
3, 2.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rafe Israel. I'm here with Bryce Wetzel and Tanner Clark. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about UCLA basketball. Now, recently, the non-conference schedule has been released. UCLA obviously looking to be a good team after going relatively far in March Madness last year. Any thoughts on the non-conference and last season?
Well, that Kentucky matchup December 3rd is going to be tough. Coach Calipari always recruits well, and Kentucky destroyed UCLA at Rep Arena last year.
For sure. And they also have incoming superstar freshman Skal Labissiere and returning star point guard Tyler Ulis. Any thoughts on Kentucky?
I think they're still going to be one of the better teams in the entire country, and I think they're going to win it all this year.
Not a bold thought. They're the favorites once again. Also playing UNC in Barclays Center, December 19th. Obviously, UNC is one of the favorites to win because they have somehow maintained to return all of their starting lineup. Marcus Page, the star player. Roy Williams has done a fantastic job. I think UNC is going to go far this year. How about you?
Well, a Roy Williams-led team is always great. Marcus Page leading that team, they're going to be good. That'll be a tough game at the Barclays Center.
I agree. I didn't know anything about Marcus Page until I started watching March Madness, and he blew up the entire country. He was very surprising.
And UCLA obviously has some good returning players. You know, Tony Parker, Bryce Alford, right? Tony Parker had that amazing game against UAB, 29 points. That's ridiculous. Career highs. Any thoughts on how they're going to do this year?
Tony Parker's great, but Bryce Alford, the coach's son, he led that team in March Madness. He's a great piece for that team, and I think he will lead the UCLA Bruins this year.
For sure.
I think the UCLA, they're great. They have Bryce Alford, Tony Parker. I don't think they're ever going to drop out of the top 20, but considering they're playing Gonzaga, UNC, and Kentucky all in the same year, I think their numbers are going to drop because of that. Not that they're a bad team, but just because they have tough competition.
And not to mention Gonzaga, who Kyle Wiltshire has decided to stay this year, as well as Domantas Sabonis, who's also amazing. I'm very excited to see UCLA play this year, especially trying to overcome the loss of Kevon Looney. We'll see how it all works out. I'll see you next time on UCLA Sports Talk. I'm Rafe Israel. This is Bryce Wetzel. And I'm here with Tanner Clark as well. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Tyler Williams. I'm here with Andrew Diaz and Tanner Clark. We're here to discuss 3 NFL major topics. Okay. Who is the NFL best team going into this year? And in my opinion, I think it's the Seahawks with them still having the best secondary in the league with Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, maybe Cam Chancellor, and new recruits Nate Boyer and Tristan Wade. I think that they're going to do pretty good this year. And their new addition, Jimmy Graham, I just think they're going to be unstoppable with Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson.
The Colts, my team, they're still trying to keep Andrew Luck, but they got Frank Gore and Andre Johnson, and their defense with Robert Mathis, they're still solid. It's just their running game needs to get better with Frank Gore. So.
I'm going to go with the Colts as well. They have new additions like Frank Gore and Andre Johnson. T.Y. Hilton's going to have a very monster year, and I think Andrew Luck will be MVP of the Super Bowl, and I think they'll win it.
Okay, next topic. The best AFC North team, and my pick is the Pittsburgh Steelers because, I mean, they just have amazing team just this year with Antonio Brown, the best wide receiver this year, and Le'Veon Bell, pretty much one of the best. Even though it's going into his 2-game suspension this year, I still think that Le'Veon Bell is going to be pretty good this year and one of the best. And then also with having Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think his numbers are going to change, and he was already pretty good this last year, and I think that's going to help them this year. And yeah.
I'm going to have to go with the underdog Bengals, although it would seem like the Steelers would win since not only do they have offensive threats in Ben Roethlisberger and Antonio Brown, but they also have a running game. But I think A.J. Green is just going to do I think A.J. Green and Andy Dalton, they just have that connection. I think they're just going to get it done.
I think the Steelers are going to win this year as well. I think Big Ben is going to also have a strong year. They don't have Le'Veon Bell, but they have really good wide receivers, and their defense was really well last year. So I think Pittsburgh's going to win it this year in the AFC North.
And then on to another broad topic. Who do you think the best NFL wide receiver is? And my opinion is either Antonio Brown, just because of his speed and versatility and all, and his just he's been rising in the past year. In the past years, like 3 years, he's just been amazing. Or Calvin Johnson, because Calvin Johnson was at a time considered as almost as good. In his prime, he was considered almost as good as Jerry Rice. And to be honest, we don't even know if his prime is like over. So I think he has a lot in store. So yeah.
No doubt in my mind, Odell Beckham Jr. with his amazing hands. Yes, in my opinion, the greatest catch of all time, and he's a freak of nature, and I think he's completely unstoppable. Eli Manning gets him the ball where he likes it.
I'm gonna have to go with Deshaun. I like Deshaun Jackson and Calvin Johnson, but Deshaun Jackson is like one of the fastest wide receivers in this league. The way that he runs, the way that he could catch the ball. So yeah, I have to agree with Deshaun Jackson.
Okay, goodbye. That's all for SBC Nation. I'm Tyler Williams. This is Tanner Clark and Andrew Diaz.
3, 2.
Hi, my name is Tyler Williams. I'm here with Tanner Clark and Andrew Diaz, and we're here to talk about 3 topics in major sports. So today, the first topic is, what is the NFL's best team this year going into the season? And my opinion is the Seahawks, because they still have one of the best secondaries in the league, and with new additions, Nate Boyer out of Texas and Tristan Wade out of Texas, San Antonio, the offense also having Jimmy Graham, I think that they're just gonna get to the Super Bowl like they did for the past 2 years, and yeah.
Honestly, the team that I think is gonna be the best team coming into this season is the Indianapolis Colts. They got people say Andrew Luck is gonna slip it every year, but they got one of the good wide receivers in the league, Andre Johnson. They also got Frank Gore in there, and I think their defense is gonna pick it up again, and I think they'll make it to the Super Bowl.
I'm going to have to agree with the Seahawks. They still have very great defense, and Richard Sherman and all those other guys. Picking up Jimmy Graham is huge. Re-signing Russell Wilson, keeping Marshawn Lynch. They're just unstoppable. I want to see how they can lose.
Okay, and the next topic, NBA best active player in the league right now. And my opinion is LeBron James, because of just his dominance over the past, since he's been in the league. I mean, going into the league averaging 20 points as a rookie, and now putting up pretty much close to triple-double numbers, averaging which is pretty amazing for anybody. So, in my opinion, LeBron James, yeah.
I
Andrew?
would go with LeBron right now because he carried this Caps team, almost won a championship. He almost won it by himself, almost averaged a triple-double in the series. And most of these players that he took to the finals in Cleveland have any NBA Finals appearances, So that's why I think LeBron is the best player in the league right now.
Stephen Curry, his ball handling, his shooting, his passing, and his defense. It's all just getting better. It's not getting worse. So everything is just going well for him, and LeBron, his stuff isn't going that well for him right now. So I'm just gonna have to say Steph Curry.
Okay, and the next topic, NCAA basketball, the best team going into the NCAA season. And in my opinion, I think it's Duke because they still have the slasher Grayson Allen, and they have Emile Jefferson and Marshall Plumlee, who are two centers who have experience in the NCAA. And they were already a championship team, so I just think that's going to propel them to win another championship.
I think it's probably going to be Kentucky. I think they'll probably make it to one of the top four, and yeah.
I have to agree with Kentucky, keeping all their best players, and had they not gotten unlucky with some bad calls against Wisconsin, so I think Kentucky will win this year.
Well, I don't know if they didn't lose their best players because most of their players went to the NBA. So, and their recruiting class was pretty good, but still, they lost some of their focal points in like Karl Anthony Towns and Willie Cauley-Stein and Andrew Harrison.
Bonus topic, who's going to win the World Series?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it's going to be I think it might, I don't know, it might be I have hope in the Yankees just because
I have
I'm
hope.
familiar.
I'm a Yankee fan, and the pitching has gotten a lot better. The injuries have been less improved. And A-Rod, Teixeira, they're just having an enormous year, and I think they'll make it to the World Series and win it.
Oh,
Say goodbye.
oh, goodbye. This is SBC Nation.
I'm live at the Rose Bowl, where in a few weeks, UCLA will host their opening day against Virginia. They will in a game in which their star quarterback, Brett Hundley, will not be playing due to him being drafted. Five-star recruit Josh Rosen will have to take his place. We'll see what they can do. This game can either make or break their season. I'm Tanner Clark reporting live from the Rose Bowl for SBCLA.